Alright, YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Anyways, we got a new scope here. This was sent to the channel. They emailed me, asked me if I would check this out, so I figured, yeah. I told them, yeah, I'd check the scope out. So this is the Eweima Tactical. It's 4:16 by 44. And what's that? It's all backwards in the camera here, but first focal plane, which is this my first focal plane scope testing. It has a MOA reticle. I'll show you guys that later in a few. And it's got a 30 millimeter tube. So that's all the info they give you. It's very well packaged, I can tell you that much. So you open the box up, and this is what you get. Everything's kind of put in styrofoam, and it's got a sun shield right here, which I did not try. I don't think I opened that part. I opened it up when I first got it just to make sure it was good, like nothing was broken. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this out of the box. We'll look at that in a sec. We're going to look at the other contents in here. So you have a owner's manual. You have a throw lever, little handle for your throw lever for your magnification power. And you get a cleaning cloth, which is pretty common. So that's that. So let's take a look at this manual real quick. See what's all in there. Okay, so that starts off with that. It's actually pretty simple. It only folds out to a couple little pages. It goes over on the back here. Goes over the reticle and kind of how it works and everything. That's about it. It's got some specs on here. So the power, like I said, is 4:16 by 44. The tube diameter is 30 millimeter. The objective lens diameter is 44 millimeter. The field of view at 100 yards is 26.9 feet. Eye relief is 3.9 inches. Eyepiece focusing system is a fast focus. I'm not sure what that means exactly. I haven't checked that out yet. Parallax free setting. It does have a parallax on the side of it. I think it goes to 500. It says it goes 20 yards to infinity, so we'll look at that in a sec. Click adjustments on the turrets. The minute of angle is 1/4 inch, which is pretty standard. Total windage adjustment range is 80, and the total that's MOA, and the total elevation adjustment range is 80 also. So 80 MOA adjustment range. So for windage and elevation. So, and let's see here. Ultra precise laser etched glass reticle ensures the MOA specifications are kept to the tightest tolerances possible. The fine center crosshair subtensions on the MOA reticle were carefully chosen to provide the optimum balance of precision aiming and low light visibility. Includes windage, reference dots, and on drop lines. Okay, so I'll show you guys. I'll try to get that in camera here, the reticle part. Like I said, this is a sunshade, about 2.5, 3 inches long. I have not put that on there yet. I did, like I said, I did open this and check it out a little bit when I first got it. And I kind of looked at it through, like out the window. It actually looks like it's going to be a really nice scope for the money. And I'll put a link for this scope and some other stuff, down in the description. So we're going to unwrap this guy, see what it comes with, see what it looks like. Alright, so first thing, it's got a silica gel packet in there, which you get that on pretty much everything. And it's got these, I actually like these better than the plastic clear ones. It's got the rubber, like bikini style caps. Those are nice, I like those. One thing, the first thing I notice about this, taking it out of the box, the tube looks massive and well made. The turrets are massive and well made. And these are resettable 0 turrets, I believe. Let's see if we can, let's click a couple here back and forth, see if we can hear them or how they sound. Pretty good. And they're not super tight. They move pretty easy. There's also a screw adjustment right there, which I don't think you need them at all. I think that has to do more with the resettable 0 part. So let's do the side piece here. Pretty good. And one thing I noticed when I opened this up is both of the turrets for windage and elevation both came set to 0. So that's kind of cool. And then you got your, oh wait. So now you here on this side, which would be on, for me it'd be the left side where I'm looking at it right now. You have your parallax adjustment, and it goes from, let's see, it goes from 20 to 500, and it has an infinity setting as well, right there. And that actually, it's not hard to turn, but it's got some, you have to really grab it to turn it. It's not going to get knocked out of whack at all anytime soon, at all. So we're set at 25 yards, which is probably, actually we'll go with 20, because down the hallway is not that far. I did look at this out the window down in the kitchen, but let's just see how we can see anything here. Yeah, it's a little bit, for close range it wouldn't be that great because of the way the parallax is set, but for anything over 25 yards, I'm sure it'd be great. Or 20 yards, I should say. So here we got your zoom for your magnification, and it has a spot right here, which I'll probably go ahead and put that throw lever because I kind of always, I like the way those things work. They're kind of cool. And we'll put it on 4 power. And I'm going to show you guys now the first focal plane. Now, normal scopes, that when you look down the scope and it's got a variable plus, let's just say, for example, a 3 to 9. So let's just say you got it on 3 power. You look down the scope, or you got it on a gun, and you can see the crosshairs in there. And you zoom it up to like 9, and the crosshairs don't zoom in at all. They just stay right where they're at. That's the second focal plane. The first focal plane is the crosshairs zoom in as you zoom your power up. So the more zoom you put with your zoom lever here to go from like 4 to 16 or whatever, the crosshairs actually come forward towards your eyepiece, and they get bigger and easier to see. One thing I have noticed with this one, I'm trying to get this in the camera here. The 4 power reticle, it's kind of hard to see because it's not real. It's actually really fine. It's kind of hard to see what's going on, and I'm going to try to get that on camera carefully here. But if you could see, you could barely see the crosshair there. There's actually, in the middle of that, there's a whole bunch of like numbers and stuff and lines, and you just can't see it in the 4 power. Because it's super fine. They should have made it maybe a little bit darker, easier to see. So let's zoom it. That was at 4. So let's zoom it up to 10, and we'll give you a look at that. So this is on 10 power. You'll notice that the crosshairs will be a lot bigger or closer, and you might actually be able to see some of the numbers. Yeah, that's on 10 power. All right, so let's go ahead. This goes to 16. Let's just go ahead and zoom up to 16. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this parallax down to 20, just so maybe it's easier to see. So let's check this out. So now you can see a lot of the numbers. It's so hard to get these things to focus. You can actually see on the bottom part of the crosshair, there's actually lines there that have numbers. It's easier to see when you're looking actually through the scope, like on a rifle or whatever, up to your eye. But here on the camera, you can still kind of see at the bottom, that bottom leg there on the bottom of the crosshair, there's actually lines with numbers and stuff. which I actually really like that. I just wish you could see this better at 4 power, which it's hard to see at 4 power. It's really hard to see at 4 power. So, but yeah, that's first focal plane. That's what it does. I like the dot. I mean, I like the crosshairs because there's basically the center is like a little tiny dot. You look in there and you just see a dot, and there's a bunch of little hash marks. Like I said, there's a bunch of lines with a bunch of numbers and stuff. And basically all that is holdover at different distances and stuff like that. But like I said before, this is a 30 millimeter tube. I got a set of Monstrum rings. And I'm going to mount this on something. I just don't know what I'm going to mount it on yet to test it. I thought about mounting it on the 6.5 Grendel AR. I also thought about mounting it on the Set Me 308 rifle that this rubber armored scope was on. It actually just did really well. But I kind of want to put that back on there because I really like that. And then I also thought about just putting this on the 50 Beowulf AR and just see how it does. It's a nice heavy scope. Like I said, everything's huge on the thing. I mean, it's built. It seems like it's built like a tank. I also thought about maybe putting this on the heavy barrel Mosin build because I'm not a huge. I mean, the scope's nice. I got a sight mark on there, and I like it. But I'm wondering if maybe this one would do better. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet. But this scope for the money seems like it's gonna be great. I mean, it seems like it's nice and clear, and I'm gonna do some shooting. I'm gonna do another video on this in this section. I'm gonna do this. This video I'm making right now is gonna make its way onto my regular channel, Treetop Outdoors. This is my backup channel. For those of you guys that don't know this, but I will be putting this on something here in the next day or two, and there'll probably be a video on this on a gun this weekend, maybe, depending on what happens. For those of you who don't know, this is my backup channel. Like I said, I'm on right now. I'm on a 2-week suspension from YouTube from my regular channel, Treetop Outdoors. And in case you guys don't know who my channel is or never saw me before, go check that channel out. There's a lot of stuff on there. I do videos about every day. I shoot 6-7 days a week sometimes. I do a lot of videos, and I do product reviews like this, but not a lot, because I don't, that's not really what my channel is. I really never wanted it to be like a review channel or anything. It just, excuse me, when you start getting people and followers and subscribers and that, you start having a lot more people contact you about testing products. And it comes with the territory. I mean, it just happens. So it just kind of happened that way. But I try not to do too many. I do one every now and then. That's it. And normally when I do test products, I'll actually save them up and give them away in a giveaway. So like right now, we have a monthly giveaway for August, and it's a Fiachi reflex sight. So if you guys have not seen that yet, go to my regular channel, Treetop Outdoors, and I'll put a link to the video if I remember here in the description, so you guys can go check that out. You got to be a subscriber, and you have to comment on the video to be entered in that. So anyways, that's all I got for right now. We're going to be mounting this thing, like I said, on something here in the next day or so. I'm not sure what yet. But yeah, if you guys have not checked out my main channel, Treetop Outdoors, go check that out. Subscribe and get in on that giveaway. I'll put a link description. I'll put a link for all this stuff. And if you want, check out, I got a Facebook group. It's Treetop Outdoors. It's all caps. You could post. It's a group, so you could post videos and whatever else. That's Treetop Outdoors in all caps. And then I got my Instagram. It's Outdoors Treetop, and it's in all lowercase. And so that's about it, guys. Like I said, go check out that giveaway. We'll be doing this on something here really soon. Giving it a little bit of test, and that's about it. So give me a thumbs up if you have not subscribed yet. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and that's about it, guys. Comment, leave me a comment. I'm gonna try to answer what I can on this scope for you guys that might want to answer, ask questions. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.